I think we do have a shot of building the best office building in the world.
If you look at this picture, definitely the mothership has landed here in Cupertino.
For me, the project started in the summer of 2009. Out of the blue, a telephone call. It's Steve. Hi, Norman. I need some help. I was out there 3 weeks later. And look at this view. One of the most memorable things, and perhaps vital to the project, was Steve saying, "Don't think of me as your client. Think of me as one of your team." The first point of reference, I think, for Steve was the campus at Stanford, his home territory, and also the landscape that he grew up with. He still remembered it as the Fruit Bowl of America.
The idea is to bring California back to Cupertino. The site was originally set down in the 1960s and 1970s with a focus on building commercial buildings, parking lots, with some decorative trees. Very few of the trees planted were indigenous, and very few of them were even well adapted to the site. Our plan is to transplant the strongest of the trees on the site and augment them with even more resilient species such as oaks that are well adapted to our dry climate.
When Apple Campus 2 is finished, 80% of the site will be green space. We're maximizing the natural assets of the area. This area has a great climate, so 75% of the year we won't need air conditioning or heating. We'll have natural ventilation. Apple Campus 2 is going to run on 100% renewable energy. There'll be solar power. It'll be one of the largest solar arrays in the world for a corporate campus. Our goal is to build a campus that has no net increase in greenhouse gas emissions.
This project is pushing the boundaries of technology in almost every aspect. The facade will be new, the glazing is a completely new system, never been done before. The concrete structure is unique. Everything is handcrafted for this project. We have a building which is pushing social behavior and the way people work to new limits. How are people going to work in the future and interact in the future?
It didn't start as a circular building. It really grew into that. So the idea of one building with a great park was really born out of a very intensive process with many models, many presentations, and that process continues today and will continue through the construction, which will start rolling, we anticipate, this year.
Apple's always been in Cupertino, and we're proud to be here.
I'm a really outdoor type of person. It's just that feeling of freedom that you get, and everything else just stops. I think this is where I get most of my inspiration in. My name is Nicole, and I'm an interior designer in La-Z-Boy Mission Viejo.
Being a creative involves coming up with new ideas, and Nicole is really good at that.
I love creating beautiful spaces. Looking at a beautiful room triggers so many thoughts in my head, like trying to figure out why do I find it beautiful, why does it work, what doesn't work about this room, how can I incorporate this into my designs. Design is actually not just one word, it's something that sums up so many different aspects and pieces that put together create something really, really nice, a place where you can actually feel comfortable. This is what my job is, I would say. It's just me knowing that I want to do something new, go somewhere else, somewhere I've never been before. I'm from Bulgaria. I was born and raised there, and then I moved to London. Just before leaving the UK to go back home, I found out that I had won the DV lottery, so I had a green card. And if I wanted to go to the States, I would have to do it in a certain time. This is when I decided to actually come here. I knew that I had to be really brave simply because I came here alone.
She has this passion for adventure. Nothing stops her.
I never think about what I'm leaving behind. It's always about what's ahead of me. I think what's unique about a La-Z-Boy design program is the fact that we do everything. Obviously, me going out in the house is like a really, really important moment because this is where we usually establish that trust. When people are open like that, when they actually like you and they want you to do well, they tend to tell you so much more about themselves, which obviously makes your job easier. It's like when you see their excitement and the fact that they actually love everything that's happening in there right now, and you see that they finally realize that this is something they will keep for years, and they love that idea. This is the point where I am truly happy. It's not just the design and the colors and the patterns, it's so much more than that. I make homes. I think this is it. I make homes.